we'll get going on the stretches, get moving. If anyone joins late, we can always catch them up. If not, we'll get going. So get yourselves a little bit of space, set your feet about hip width apart, start off with the regular stretches. So squatting down low, stretching up nice and high. One long, full range of movement, working through those. Just getting the body moving, start off with. Nothing too paced, just a gentle movement, get the body moving to start with. Well, on again, I don't want you to worry about your tempo or counting reps, anything like that. Just getting the body moving to start with, getting everything working, waking up the body for the workout. Should dip these slightly. Cool. Relax off there. Oh, let me just quickly admit Harriet. There we go. Those lunge and rotations next. So stepping in, dipping low into your lunge, twisting over whichever knee's forward. So step in, dip down, twist whichever way your forward leg is. Just going to make sure Harriet's in, audio connecting. All good, all good, all good. Right on. Just started the warm up, Harriet. So jump in as soon as you're ready. And we'll get you caught up. So just working through those lunges and twists for now. Just like before, no counting reps. Don't feel like you need to rush them. Just nice and controlled. Step, dipping low into that lunge, twist over the forward knee. On that twist, it's not just about looking over your shoulder. It's a rotation of the upper body. So you're trying to point your chest whichever way you're turning. That's going to get those obliques moving, get all the awkward little muscles in the sides of the hip moving as well. Damaging a muscle and having no idea what you even need that muscle for. So we want to get those smaller muscle groups moving as well as the big ones. And then even those. So you've done the same amount on each side. We're going to start feet apart, toes pointing forward. Drop a light bend into your knees. That's when you roll forward towards the floor, bend in the back, curling over, nice and low, and then stand up into a Y shape, leaning slightly back at the top. It's a long, slow, full range of motion for this one. Rolling forward down to the floor, stand into that Y shape. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Really important you don't rush this one. Drop your head to the floor, standing up straight, dropping your head to the floor, standing up straight really quickly. It will give you a horrible light feeling. Not ideal right before a workout. Just keep gently working through those. Oh dear, excuse me. Doing it at half five. I'm blaming the outside world. So I'm just looking out my window and it's pitch. So nice and through the last few of those. And relax off at the top of your next one. Next one we're going to look for, right palms down. You're going to draw your hands back level with your chest, pull back a little bit further, and then rotate the palms up towards the ceiling, pushing that little finger up, and then fold back in, alternating that top hand. It's a really nice one for stretching out the chest and shoulders. You do want to vary your heights. So let some of these come a little bit lower down and let some of them go a little bit higher up. There's a lot of fibers in the chest and shoulders in different ways. So we do need to manipulate that range of motion just to make sure everything's getting moving. Nothing too explosive, so don't launch your arms back behind yourself, just nice and controlled, nice and slow tempoed. Again, doesn't matter about the reps. Just enough to stretch those muscles off, get them ready to work. Oh no, why is my screen gone off?
Oh, we lost you. Yeah, I come back.
Oh, I'm back, right. I don't know why I decided to do that, but we're all good. Right, we're back. Sorry about that. Last couple reps. And then relax off there. So starting out, we will get going on our glute work. Not going to call it activation anymore because we do make these into whole workouts now. So starting position, as always, starting with my favorite one, is going to be glute bridge. So your starting position is almost going to be like you're going for a sit-up. From here, what you want to do is press into your heels, drive the hips up and squeeze your glutes. That's going to be your regular version. If you want to take that a little bit more advanced, make it more difficult, pop the hands down a bit further back than your shoulders and press into a full body bridge. If you're going for that full body bridge, just remember it does put a lot of extra strain on your upper back and your shoulders as well as your arms. So it does require a bit of extra upper body strength. Either way, your main focus is going to be pressing through the heels, squeezing your glutes at the top. Straight into those when you're ready. With these, what you might find is you feel a lot of work in your lower back. If that is the case, just bring your feet a bit closer to your body and go into the same movement. Oh, no. Take your feet further away from your body, sorry. So take them further away if you feel your lower back. If you feel your calf muscles doing a lot, that's when you bring the feet closer to the body. So if the calf muscles are feeling like they're doing a lot of work, bring them closer. Lower back's doing a lot of work, take them away. Go with whichever one you prefer, the advanced or the regular version, and just gently work through those to begin with. The main focus is just getting to that top point and squeezing those glutes, getting as much work into the glutes as you can with these. I do apologise for my water bowl, it is a bit whistly. If you hear whistling sounds come in, it's probably my water bowl. So with this glute work, not counting reps, anything like that, we don't even want the intensity level too high. It's more about that mind-muscle connection. And imagine exhaling as much as you can as you squeeze those glutes. There we go for about another 15 seconds on these before we swap about. And relax off there. Next one, if you're doing the advanced version, I want you to drop back to the beginner version. And what we're doing is just crossing one leg over the opposite knee. So you've now got one leg isolated, but that leg, we need to bring that in line with the spine so it's central, not off to one side. And it's that same movement, pressing through the heel, squeezing the glute on that side. What you can do if you find yourself struggling with just one leg, pop your hands on your hips, elbows stay on the floor, and push up through your hands as well. So give you a little bit of help getting to that top point if you need it. If you don't need it, just leave those hands relaxed on the floor. Same rules apply with the calf or lower back. If the lower back's feeling strained, take your foot away. If your calf muscles are feeling strained, bring that foot back. And just work through at that same controlled tempo, fully exhaling every press. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Just over 20 seconds to go on this side. And I'm going to get you ready to swap over in 3, 2, 1. Just swap those feet over. Get the positioning, bring that new foot into the center so it's in line with the spine. And straight into the same movement. So you might find one side's a lot more difficult than the other. It's completely normal to have a dominant side and a weak side. So just work at the same tempo, same control, Remember, you can add those hands to the hips, elbow on the floor. You need a little bit of help to get through the reps. Carrying on with those. Slow and controlled's our focus. Now, we've got about 20 seconds left to get through these. Still pressing through the still pressing through the heel, focus on that full exhale at the top. Gonna have you relax off in 3, 2, 1. Next position we want, gonna want to start in a box. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. From here, pick your starting leg. I'd recommend going with the same leg you started on for the single leg glute bridges. And you're gonna draw that knee through to your chest, kick that heel up towards the ceiling. So it's one smooth movement. Heel driving up, knee going to the chest, heel driving up. Try and focus on keeping your back nice and flat during this, so hips and shoulders staying level. You don't want to be using the whole body for this. It's just that one leg moving. And imagine you're kicking that heel straight up towards the ceiling. So you're not kicking back behind yourself. You're trying to drive straight up. Don't try and get your legs to go straight unless you've got a massive history in ballet dancing. It will not go straight up. So let yourself keep that bend in the knee, driving that heel up towards the ceiling, working through that movement. Again, slow, controlled tempo, mind-muscle connection, focus on that glute. Stay and work on that one side for now. And I'm going to have you swap sides in 3, 2, 1, and swapping over. Exact same movement on the other leg. Just reset your positioning if you need to. Catch your breath a little bit if you need to as well. And then into that movement, as soon as you're ready, just focus on drawing that knee to the chest, kicking that heel up to the ceiling. All about that slow, controlled tempo. Really big exhales on the way up. Keeping those going for about 10 more seconds. And relax off there. So next position we want, still staying in that box, go back to that same starting leg from before on those kicks. And what you're going to do is I want you to extend that leg straight out back and then move it out wide as you can from the body. Let me just scooch forward a little bit so you can see. So you've got that leg behind and out wide on the same side. You're going to draw up and across the other side of your body. So you're almost drawing a long arc. These are called rainbow kicks. So you're just drawing a long arc from one side of your body to the other. Straight into those when you're ready. That leg comes up and over to the left side, up and over, back to the right side. Straight into those when you're ready. Working through that movement. Keeping those going for now. You're drawing one long arc. Don't worry if you can't keep your leg completely straight. You can have a light bend if you need to. If you're feeling it a lot in the lower back, you're probably lifting too high into that arc. So go for a slightly lower arc, drawing from one side all the way over to the other. Again, work on that same starting side so that each side's getting a little break in between. I started on my right leg, so I've done the right leg first every time. 20 seconds left to go. And I'm going to have you swapping over using the other leg in 3, 2, 1. Exact same on the other side. So my left leg, extend it out straight back, draw it over to the left side, lifting up and over to the right, up and over, back to the left. So one long arc all the way over. Working through those. Gently working through those. Just got one more glute movement to go after this. So if the glutes are starting to burn and scream at you, don't worry. Nearly there. Keep pushing them through it. Trying to force those muscles to get overloaded. So they're doing more work than they want to do. That's where you're going to spur that development. That's where you're going to get your strength, everything like that. Making muscles work just harder than they want to. Best way to get them developing. Final 10 seconds on these. And relax off there. So for this next one, make sure you've got a mat. You're going to lie down completely flat to the floor. Just going to slide over so you can see it a little bit easier on the position of my feet. What you're doing is turning your heels in, toes out to the side. I then want you to relax your whole upper body, just support your head. And from there, push your hips into the floor, squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. That's going to pull your feet and potentially your knees off the floor. Hold that squeeze for as long as you can with a slow breath out, and then relax down. So big breath out, squeeze the glutes as hard as you can, push your hips to the floor, and then relax down. Nice and controlled. Really focusing on that exhale, and then relax. Really slow and controlled tempo on these. Really focus on holding that exhale for as long as you can. Going to be going for about 30 seconds. That will be the glute workout done. We will move on to the main leg workout. And I'll stop chewing my tongue every sentence. Final 15 seconds. Even if you only get 2 reps done in that time, that's absolutely fine. Really big exhale, really big squeeze in the glutes. Holding the squeeze, holding the exhale for 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Get your breath back, hop up to standing, and just shake the legs off a little bit and get your positioning ready for the leg workout. So moving on to the leg workout now. What we're going to work with is 40-20s. That's going to be 40 seconds of work, 20 recovery, working through, I believe we have 7 exercises. Can't read my own writing, but I believe it's 7. And we'll work through those, take a short rest, and then work through the same lot again. So first movement, nice and basic, is just going to be our body weight squat. So feet hip width apart, toes pointing slightly out, dropping the hips down, level with the knees, drive up through the heels, squeeze the glutes. Let's get you ready. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. You can pop your hands out to the side or the front or in front of yourself for balance. Our main focus is pressing through those heels and really squeezing the glutes every rep. Just done all that work, the glutes should be pumped up full of blood. It should be really easy to feel those glutes as you squeeze them at the top. I just want you keeping a controlled tempo. That's halfway. It's not a HIIT class, so you're not trying to get 40 reps done in 40 seconds or anything like that. Just a controlled tempo where you can really focus on your form and keep that mind-muscle connection going as you go. 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Next up, one of my favorites, boxing knees. Hands up out the way. You're going to put one knee to the floor, second knee to the floor, 1 foot standing, second foot standing. Let's get you ready. 3, 2, 1. In we go. Make sure you've got a mat underneath your knees. It's going to make it a lot more comfortable. Don't worry too much about keeping everything in a perfect order of which knee goes first and which foot goes first. Just go with what feels natural. And make sure it is those 4 parts. You go 1 down with 1 foot down, both knees down, 1 foot up with 1 knee down, both feet up and stand up. Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. I'm going to go for side lunges, but we're going to do isolated side lunges. So I'm going to pick my right leg first. What that means is I'm going to lean into my right leg, drop down nice and low, push to the middle, and then straight back into my right leg. So I'm never leaning into that left leg. That left leg's just over there for balance. In 3, 2, 1. In we go. So leaning across, dipping low, press to the middle. Leaning across, dipping low, press to the middle. Always leaning into that same side. So you're just working one side for this 40 seconds. Nice and controlled tempo. Still push those hips back. Don't lean your hips level with yourself. Push the hips back, lean across, then press. Ten seconds left to go on these. 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Next one, I'm assuming you've guessed it. We're going to do the exact same thing, only work on the opposite side. So this time we lean into my left, press into the middle, leaning into my left, press into the middle. Getting ready. In 3, 2, 1. In we go. Straight. So exact same movement on the opposite side. Like I said earlier, it's completely normal to have a dominant side and a weaker side. So if this side feels suddenly a lot harder, you're not necessarily doing anything wrong. It might just be the weaker side of your body or your weaker side of your lower body. But still just aim for that controlled tempo. Big exhale every time you press to the middle. Deep breath in as you lean out to the side. Keeping those going for 3, 2, 1. Nice. Next one. Going to want something for a little bit of balance if you have it. So just a ledge, a chair, anything like that. What you want to do is get up onto your toes and you're going to squat down, pushing the knees forward, staying in line. Bring the hips as close to the heels as you can and then stand up to flat feet. So heels off the floor, bend the knees forward. 3, 2, 1. In we go. Standing up. So you're squatting down, heels off the floor, bum comes to the heels, body in line, knees extended, and then stand up. Recommend having something for a little bit of balance, though, just to keep the knees safe. So in case you feel a little bit wobbly, you've got some more control. Really good for the quads on this one. I'd never do these with any added weight, though, just because your knees are in an exposed position. You don't want to pile a load of weight on and be balancing on your toes with your knees extended. So we keep this just at body weight with a little bit of something for support. For 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Nice. Next one up, it's going to be our frog squat from a sumo stance. So what we're going to do is in a sumo stance, squat down, keep the chest low, straighten the legs, drop back to our squat, stand up, finishing the squat. So squat down, RDL up, drop down, squat up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keeping those going, nice and controlled. 15 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. And we are going to finish the way we always finish. Depending on where you're training, it's either a wall sit or a squat hold. The main thing you want, hips level with knees, arms out for balance, holding at that bottom point. You can use a wall or you can do body weight. In 3, 2, and 1. Drop down into your squat hold, wall sit. Get the position and hold. Make sure no hands on knees, no hands on lap, nothing like that to support yourself. It's all on the legs. 30 seconds more. 20 seconds to go. 10 seconds left on that hold. Gently breathing through for 3, 2, 1, and up to and shake those legs off a little bit. Get some movement in the lower body. Grab your drinks and recover. Got about a minute to break, and then we'll be going the exact same again. So you should be able to feel those legs, should be a little bit pumped up, should be burning a little bit. Just want to get a little bit of movement, so exaggerate your walking motion if you need to. Just shake the legs off a little bit, whatever you need to do just to get some movement through them, some life back into them. And we're going to jump all the way back to the start of that set, so it'll be squats coming up first in about 20 seconds time. Right, let's get you ready. Regular squats in 3, 2, 1. Regular squats to begin with. Nice and controlled. You're still trying to hit that same depth as before, getting nice and low. Just hit 20 seconds. Remember, you're still focusing on that mind-muscle connection. Still try and focus on of your lower body muscles. They're probably the hardest ones to hit, so that's where you put your focus. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Catch your breath. Get your recovery. 20 seconds. And it's those isolation side lunges next. No, it's not. Completely ignore me. It's boxing knees. The hands up out the way. 1 knee, 1 foot, 2 foot. In 3, 2, 1. In we go. Nice controlled tempo, just like before. Keeping it as those 4 parts. 1 knee goes down, 2nd knee goes down. 1 foot comes up, 2nd foot comes up. Stand up. Don't want to be just falling down onto 2 knees or trying to push yourself back onto both feet at once. Keep the movement nice and split up. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now we've got those isolation side lunges. Again, starting leg. I'm going to go right leg first again. You're going to push your hips back, lean into that leg, drive back to the middle. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Twenty seconds are out the way. 20 seconds left to go. Just keep it under control. Don't rush them. Three, 2, 1. Exact. Oh no, rest first. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself recover. And it's going to be the exact same on the other side next. Again, if it's that weaker side, just focus on the control. Don't panic because it's harder. Just keep it controlled. And in 3, 2, 1, and we go. Still only looking for good reps. Never try and rush and get loads of reps. One good rep can be worth 10 rushed reps. You want that range of motion. Press. All about control. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you lean out. Three, 2, 1. Relax off there. Sissy squats up next. Grab something for balance. Those heels are off the floor, up on your toes. That's where you dip down. Bum down to the heels. Press up onto flat feet. We'll be going into those in 3, 2, 1. And we go. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Over halfway there. Three, 2, 1. Relax off there. Catch your breath, get your recovery. Just got that squat hold to finish. So squat hold or wall sit, whichever you prefer, depending on the area you're training with. Either way, just make sure hips are right down there level with the knees. In 3, 2, 1. In we go, into that hold. Get that positioning and hold there. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Relax. And legs off. Get your breath, get your recovery. So just going to let you recover and let you breathe. We're going to do the exact same thing with abs, except for it's going to be a lot higher tempo. So instead of our 40-20s, we're going to drop down to 20-10s, and there'll be less exercises in the set. So, exercises we've got. What we're going to go for first is going to be shoulder taps. So in a long arm plank position, tapping each shoulder, swapping side to side, working through those. You'll then get a 10-second rest where I suggest you just put your knees down, let yourself breathe. We're going to go into mountain climbers, 20 seconds on those, 10 seconds rest again with knees down, back to the shoulder taps, 10 seconds rest, back to the mountain climbers, 10 seconds rest. And then we're going to finish in a plank, but we'll go for a slightly longer time on our plank. So let's get you ready. Shoulder taps are going to be coming up first. Get your mats, get your positioning. And we're going to go into those shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1. And we go. Shoulder taps, 20 seconds. Your body as steady as possible as you go through these. 3, 2, 1. Let yourselves breathe and recover. Knees down. Get your breath back. Take the strain off the upper body and the back. And in 3, 2, 1. Into mountain climbers. Keeping those going. I don't know why my screen's gone again, but I should. Second. 3, 2, 1. Relax. 10 seconds, and we're back to shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1. Shoulder taps, in we go. Keeping the body nice and controlled. 3, 2, 1. Nice. 10 seconds. We're going back to mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. In we go. Halfway there. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Next up, we're going for that forearm plank. So forearms down, toes down, hips and shoulders level in 3, 2, 1. And we go. We're going to be going for a little bit longer on this. About 30 seconds instead of the 20. Just keep the hips and shoulders level. Core squeeze, breathing controlled. Hold in there. Just hit halfway. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Round gone. Get your breath, get your recovery. Got about a minute to breathe. We're going to go through that exact same round one more time. 2010, 2010, 2010, 2010. 30 seconds on the plank, and then we're there. So just catch your breath, grab your drink, get yourselves ready. And let's get ready. Shoulder taps coming up in 3, 2, and 1. In we go into those shoulder taps. 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Catch the breath. Let those knees rest down on the floor. Get your recovery. Get ready for mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. Into mountain climbers. Straight in. Really quick tempo. This is where you do look for a lot of reps. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Catch your breath. Slow the breathing down. Going to be back to those shoulder taps. Final time in 3, 2, 1. Shoulder taps. In we go. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Just got one lot of mountain climbers to go before the plank. 3, 2, 1. Into those mountain climbers. In. Plenty of reps. Burn out that core. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Nice. Slow that breathing down. Get your recovery. Finish in 3, 2, 1. Into your forearm plank. 30 seconds here. Get the hold and breathe through it. Just hit halfway. 3, 2, 1. Relax off completely there. That's all the hard work out the way, guys. Get your breath back, get your recovery.
Oh, yeah.
Drink, and then we'll get ready to stretch down. Feel free to unmute now if you want to unmute. Right, how are you all feeling?
It's good, Nat. Really good.
Good. Yes. Good workout.
Nice and intense.
Yes. Whew.
So to breathe then, and then we'll get ready on the stretches. So just catch your breath, and then we'll stretch down.
We've got 2 extra, Sue.
Yeah.
They don't look impressed.
No, they've got the back to the camera.
Don't blame them. Mad dogs. Us, not them.
One was crying, so I had to let them in.
Oh, bless.
Right, guys, so for the stretching, starting off, standing up, feet hip width apart, toes forward, keep your legs straight. I want you to drop your hips back, let your head drop, reach down for your toes. Most thing is that the legs are straight. You feel this in your hamstrings. You might feel your calves go back a little bit on this. As long as you feel the hamstrings, that's the important part. And then big breath out, reach for the ceiling, hips forward, weight on your heels, taking a slight backward bend. And relax off that. Quads. You might want to grab something for a bit of balance. And then let's swap over. And relax off there. Hug both your arms out. Dip your head, arch your upper back, push your shoulders away from yourself. Draw your chest into your body. And let's hug both those arms all the way around. Chest forward, shoulders back. Trying to meet your elbows together behind your back. And shoulders, straight arm across the body. Look over the shoulder you're stretching. And swap, same on the other side. And triceps, hand on the back of the opposite shoulder, pushing the elbow to follow the wrist. And swap in, same on the other side. And then relax off there.